As people, it seems like we are always trying to get more stuff. A bigger house, newer car, more money, a new TV, all for the sole purpose of our own comfort. Now, what if you could make all those things be for the sole purpose of advancing God's kingdom? What if you valued generosity over any other thing? What if you started thinking how everything you have belongs to God? What if you started thinking vertically? Young adults and college students, did you know that we have a service on Wednesday nights just for you? Kaleo is a service for young adults at 7 p.m. on Wednesday nights. Currently, we are going through Romans in a series called What We Believe. You should come check us out. For more information, visit canyonviewchurch.com/Kaleo.
We went to Nicaragua with Tri Robinson, and many of you remember Tri, the author of Rooted in Good Soil, that we had that great all-church initiative with. So we went and spent 6 days with him to see what they're doing in their I-61 training there. You can go to i61-org, and you can get a good picture of what I-61 is about. But what this was an exploratory trip to see whether or not Canyon View is to partner with them.
We went down to what's known as the Isaiah House, named after Isaiah 61. And we showed up at the Isaiah House, and at the Isaiah House they do missions training on 7 points that are critical in an emerging nation, to understand the politics, to understand the nature of the people that you're ministering to understand how they got to where they're at, and to filter things from more of a worldview versus filtered through our American eyes. We went out into the country, and we went out in the van that's owned by the Isaiah House there with the staff from the Isaiah House, and we started touring the countryside.
My impression with these people work really hard to survive. They seem to be a pretty happy people. I don't think they've got necessarily a lot of rooting in scriptural things, spiritual things, but I think they do what they can to survive.
The other thing that we were able to do was go to the Arms of Love Orphanage, which was about an hour and a half from Managua. And while we were there, we were able to see their 20 acres of land and be able to kind of explore whether or not we could partner with them with the stuff that our team has learned in the garden and with the aquaponics systems that they've developed. Ways that we can help go down into a country like Nicaragua and literally teach the people how to grow their own food and teach other people how to grow their own food to bring a redemptive lift in the community.
We went out to a little town, it's called Tipitapa, and we toured the dump at Tipitapa, and it's not closed by the government, it's wide open. And we saw things that children should not have to endure. Children with no shoes on, trudging through and playing in the trash. Not 25 yards from them were buzzards that were coming down on the dump. You have to understand a dump there too isn't like here. There's no loaders running, burying it. There's no dozers that are burying it. There's just people that are working this trash over, trying to find subsistence just so they can find something to eat that day. The I-61 training, which is based on 7 points, is something that I would recommend for anyone in the church to go through. As a matter of fact, I plan on taking, Jan and I will plan on sponsoring and taking back a group from the church for those that want to go through the I-61 training. That's the next step.
People have a heart for missions, and I think if they want a little taste of it, this is a good place to go. And it's super good foundational training.
This is a way that we can really expand the opportunities for you to have a global missional experience that will change your life.